What's going on, James Bondies here. In this video, I get to use a whiteboard and my desktop to explain to you the number one way me personally, landed clients in my agency and still to this day land clients in my agency. I just recently did it about a month ago with a hardscape client, and I'm very happy to say that hardscape client went from a small little deal to a very large deal. Now that's 2 hardscape clients in the last 90 days, I believe. Now, this method works. I don't care who you are, where you come from, for your agency, your SMMA business, whatever you want to call it, whatever term you want to put it in. If you're new to this channel, again, my name is James Bondies. I've been running an agency since 2014, my business partner since 2012, and I've done millions of dollars online, yada, yada, yada. You can see the stuff behind me, okay? We don't need to talk about that. Now, with all that being said, if you use GoHighLevel, if you use Agency Toolbox, if you use ClickFunnels, I don't really care what software you use. I don't care if you are brand new. I don't care if you're a veteran. This method, it works, and it works extremely well. When I say extremely well, I mean that it works so well that I literally scream at least once a month to my coaching students to implement this strategy. And for some reason, people like to make this business harder than it actually is. So without wasting any more of your time, let's jump in right on the whiteboard. Okay, so what I wrote back here is the Liam method, okay? It's the way I have always landed clients in my agency, and it stands for Leads in Advance method, okay? It's the Liam method, coined. Now, when people hear that term, leads in advance, a lot of times they confuse it, right? They believe that they need to put money out of their pocket in order to generate leads. Either that or they just really have no idea what it is. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to explain it to you in a very 5th grade mentality, okay? Because I think it's important that everybody who's watching this actually understands it instead of just understands it, a few things of it, okay? And so essentially, it works like this, okay? So you have Google here, right? Let's call this Google. And then you have ads up here, blah, blah, blah. Then you usually have your map, and then you have your organics, right? Typically right here. Now, in order to get to the organic results, this takes time, effort, money, and you have no control over it. So we don't even think about this, okay? The map listings, right? Google business profiles, you need to rank them. Again, time, effort, money. I don't have time, I don't have effort, and I got no money, right? That's what typically the common problem with most people who are starting a business. They have no time, they have no money, and they don't have the knowledge to put it all together, right? Or the roadmap. Okay? So I got no time, no money, and no knowledge. Now, the ads portion up here, right, nowadays is even easier than it was 2 years ago. And typically what we want to do is the fastest way to get a business up to the top of Google to get traffic would be to somehow run some ads, right? And if you've owned an agency or starting new, if you don't know how to do PPC, then this is a very big problem. Okay. Now I get it. Some people do run social media management companies. Some people run just straight SEO. But I can tell you that this right here is the lowest hanging fruit you will ever pick off of that tree, because pay-per-click advertising, simple to set up, and will put an ad in front of people who are searching for that direct service they are looking for. I want you to remember that the intent. If somebody is searching for hardscaping in their backyard, they're not waiting for a Facebook ad with an offer to come on their feed. They're not sitting there saying, "Man, I can't wait till I see a Facebook ad, on my feed because I really want to redo my backyard. When is this thing going to come?" I know it sounds stupid, but that's how you will know whether you should be running ads on pay-per-click or on Facebook. Now, in some instances, you could do both, but 90% of the time, it's one or the other. And in this case, if you want to land clients fast, find a industry like blue collar industry, hardscaping, landscaping, HVAC, plumbing, electrician. You get the point, because we can get them on the top of Google running simple simple pay-per-click advertising. And maybe if you've been watching me for a while, you understand why I always say, 2-page sites, because these 2-page sites are only a landing page and a thank you page, right? And that's why we've seen so much success in our coaching program, because these 2-page sites basically have already been proved to work. But most of the time, it's not even about the 2-page sites. It's truly just about the intent behind a search and making sure that you're showing up here. Now, how does this all lead to actually landing a client? The process is rather simple. All you're going to do is you're going to put up a simple 2-page site. You're going to run a simple pay-per-click campaign. Let's just stick to hardscaping, right? And then we're going to take this 2-page site, and then we're going to run an ad right here, and we're going to spend a few dollars to get leads, right? If I said to you today in your agency, hey, I need landscaping leads in 3 hours, right? If I said that to you, could you provide me the leads in 3 hours? Okay, if you said that to me, I could provide you the leads in less than 3 hours. What is it that I know that you don't? I know that I could take an easy template, fix it up a bit in about 15 minutes. I can pop open pay-per-click and throw up an ad in 30 minutes, right? And then all of a sudden, once the approval comes through, within 1 hour, with the proper keywords, the intent-based keywords, I will have leads coming in. So what does that mean for you? That means if you're able to do this, you could then say, all right, I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to find a business on this is page 1, all right? Then you have your page 2, whatever, your page 3, right? I'm going to find businesses on page 3. Why, James? Because if they're on page 3, they're not getting any traffic to their website. And if they're on page 3, they're obviously probably most likely not running any ads. Most likely, okay? Why do you say that? Well, I say that because if they don't have the intent to rank a site, if they're not showing up in maps, most of the time that means that all the business owner did was throw up a website, Wix website, whatever it might be, and all they did was that, right? And then all their business basically word of mouth. They're not finding them on Google. So what is the need? The need is, how do I get more leads and customers on the internet? Through Google. Well, Mr. Business Owner, is rather simple. Give me 3 hours and I'll start getting you leads. And so why does this work so well? Well, when you provide leads in advance, you are proving your worth to them before they ever pay you $1. Oh no, James, I don't want to work for free. Let me get a little closer to the camera. And I'm going to say this in the utmost respect. Who are you? What results do you have to show a business owner, okay, that allows you to charge them before they even know who you are? Now, a lot of people will disagree with that. That was my mindset. And going into every single new client, it always went like this. Mr. Business Owner, I'll tell you what, I don't need any of your money right now. Allow me the next couple of days to get up a quick campaign and start generating you leads. If I can do that, would you be willing to have a discussion about hiring me in the future, or have a discussion about continuing this service in the future? Would you be open to that? I very rarely ever heard, no. I've heard this, well, that's if you. I'm like, yes, if I. And other things that I've heard business owners say, well, it's just not, I don't have any budget for marketing. And my answer always is this. I'll tell you what, how much is your average client? Like, let's say even it's a tow truck company. How much do you charge per tow? $250. Okay, well, that's in my area. I know there's places that are cheaper than that. Let's say $200. Okay, so if I'm able to spend $50 to get you a tow for $200, would you allow me to do that? Or would you tell me no? And they always say, well, of course, yeah, I'll make $150. Great. So allow me in the next couple of days to get you some leads. We'll track them on our end. We'll know exactly what came from what we're doing. And then what we can end up doing is we could evaluate. How much did we spend versus how much did you make? Does that sound fair? Yes. So you can get them into a yes. The other thing that I said that I like to say on the pitch is before I even do this, I go to page 3. I find a sole owner right on page 3. And I say, and I'll even call them, put a submission in. Typically now VA will call them and they'll pitch them this exact script. They'll basically say, Mr. Business Owner, are you looking to take on any new business? Yes. Why do you ask, marketer, right? That's typically what you think they're thinking, but they'll just say yes. Great. I have a hardscape website in the area. It's generating some leads that I can't fulfill. Would you be willing to take on some free business over the next couple of days? The business owner is going to say, sure. And then I'm going to say to them, great. I'll tell you what, if the leads continue to come in and I can't fulfill them, would you be willing to, if you find value in the leads that I'm going to be doing for free, would you be willing to have a discussion on continuing to send you the leads for a very fair price? Would you agree to that? And I always stop. I go, that's only if it turns out to be profitable. Now, I may get no's and hangups in the beginning, but when I actually talked to the gatekeeper, very rarely. It's how I built my business in the beginning. It really, really is. It's how I built it. So this process, let's jump on the desktop and let's go through it. So now that I'm on my desktop, I'm in my GoHighLevel, right? Remember, this is a reminder that Agency Toolbox is just my white labeled version of GoHighLevel. So I'm literally going to just hit create snapshot, okay? And now one of the things that, I have the luxury of having access to 30 something different types of niches. So I'm not going to do a blank snapshot. And of course, GoHighLevel, you have all these other ones, but I have my own. All right. And now if I type in, although I don't think I could search here, we have different tiers that we label our niches. So what would be I don't have a specific hardscaping snapshot, but what I do is I look for something that's similar. Okay. So like HVAC, it's okay. Electrician, probably, it's similar. It's the blue collar. Spa facial wouldn't work. Personal training, garage door repair, maybe. And so, we have a lot of different tiers, a lot of different niches, 30 something, but I'm going to go ahead and use something that's not that similar so I could show you exactly how I do this fast. So let's just do garage door repair. Okay. So if I come over here, all right, I'm just going to do, let's just make up 8. Okay. We're just going to drop our name in here. Okay. I'm not going to make it a SaaS account. I'm going to hit stop. Okay, so now I have my dummy account, right? Just to show you guys. And I'm gonna go over to settings and I'm gonna go over to sites and I'm gonna grab the garage door repair campaign. All right, and I'm gonna hit edit, right? And now I'm gonna edit this to match a hardscaping. Now you may say, James, what do you mean you're gonna edit to match it? Well, all I'm gonna do is change all of this stuff. Okay, the service areas, hours of operations. I'm going to make this look like something people want to click on. All right. Now, how am I going to do that? First thing is change the background. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and edit this. All right. I'm not going to do this on here. It's funnel 101. Okay. And so let me go ahead and do that. And then I'll come back and show you the end result. Okay. So I started to do this one right here. Okay, and I stopped because I want to get this video out. So all I did was go to Canva. I created a quick, fast logo. Okay, and then I started building this out. You want it to scream. You want the landing page to scream, "Here I am. This is what I do. Fill out your information." Okay, that's what you want. And you could do that with a 2-column or this one is also a 2-column, right? And so typically it's pretty obvious, right? Full name, email, phone, street address, city, pool pay, like what do they want, right? What do they want? Leave a message, get started now, okay? And that's literally it. Oh, and we have some pictures down here too of the company. You can do the same exact thing where this is built, right in ClickFunnels, GoHighLevel, Agency Toolbox, so on and so forth, okay? And then, I use these 2-page sites and then just edit them. You can just build them off of what I like to do also. And so like you could kind of take the ideas also from other companies that are running ads, because if they're running ads, they're probably running them because they're profitable, okay? And then all we do, after we have our landing page and thank you page, okay, that you build in GoHighLevel, ClickFunnels, whatever it is that you're doing. When you have that done, you're literally going to log in, create a pay-per-click campaign, and start running ads. What ads should you start running? Well, let's look at some of them, okay? You don't want to look at these up here. These are Google guaranteed. You don't want to look at those, but you could find some down below. It's just all depends on where you live, what they're showing. This is ours, right? Jersey Shore pavers, timeless pool hardscaping, enhance your outdoor space with pool. So you could just basically take that, throw it into Chat GPT and have them rewrite it, okay? Matter of fact, let's do that. Okay, so I came over to Chat GPT and I said, can you please rewrite this ad and gear it to a Google pay-per-click campaign? Enhance your outdoor space. You guys could read this, okay? And it rewrote it. Transform your outdoor haven. Discover pool pavers, kitchens, and fire pits. Unleash your dream oasis. Elevate your outdoor living experience with pool pavers. Connect with us today. Chat GPT. You know, they say AI is going to ruin businesses and stuff like that. It's going to make the people who learn the services better. It's going to make them better. And then I said, oh, well, you know what? I do need a headline for pay-per-click campaigns. And it told me, revitalize your outdoor retreat, pool pavers, kitchens, fire pits, and more. Guys, if anything, this business is becoming easier with AI, okay? It's becoming easier. And so if you're watching this, you're in the beginning of a massive growth, because it doesn't matter. Business owners will not do this. I don't care what people have to say about me. I've been around too long. I've been through way too many ups and downs. I've been through the scares of every single thing you could think of, whether it be bad economies, whether it be new technology, whether it be new platforms. It doesn't change. Business owners are busy building their business. They need people like you and me. End story. I'll repeat it all the time. Come back to this video in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, and this portion of the video will still ring true. Anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, let's think about what we're doing here, okay? We're building a very fast, very easy way of getting leads to a potential client so you can land them as a real client, okay? Slow down, James. Okay, you ready? If you can, put up a simple site with a thank you page, okay? Whether it's grabbing a template from somebody, whether it's revamping a site, or whether it's building it from scratch. All you really need, okay, is this. Like, what do you do? What do you offer? How do I get in touch with you? That's it. Background, like here, I built this quick logo in Canva, Hardscape Designs, New Jersey. Took me 15 seconds to do. Whatever, throw it up on there, okay? Here's what I teach. You're gonna build the plane, but you're gonna fly it also. And you're gonna put the bolts in the air, okay? If it comes crashing down, you're gonna get back up and you're gonna do it again. We are in the business of speed. Money like speed. You've heard it a million times. Forget all the nuances. This is a very fast way to prove to yourself that you can do this business. What do you mean, James? Get up a hardscaping website, a 2-page site. Forget what it looks like. Copy this one, okay? Landscaping, plumbing, electrician. I don't care the niche. Insert niche, okay? Get it up. Start running easy campaign on Google, and literally you will get leads. I don't care what niche it is. As long as it's an intent-based niche, you will get clicks and people will land on your website. That's the reality of it. It will happen. Okay? That will prove to you this business works, and then it'll prove, if you've gotten a trial from a business owner, it will prove to the business owner that they can hire you basically on a retainer. Okay. How does that conversation look? The conversation looks one of two ways, and this will also determine if you're going to come out of pocket or not. When I say come out of pocket, I mean maybe spend $100 to $200 on a trial on Google to get them leads so you can land them as a client. Now, alternative, and I see this a lot in the industry, land clients automatically using Facebook ads, right? Then you got to go set up a Facebook ad, and you got to run Facebook ads, and you got to target, and you got to do all that stuff. Instead, we're reverse engineering this and saying, instead of putting money into ads, why don't we put money into results? Hear that again. Instead of putting money into ads, we're going to put money into results that we can use to land the client. So if you have to spend $100 or $200 to use the results to land the client, that's much better than spending thousands of dollars to try to target, land clients, get them on phone calls, pitch them, hard pitch them. We're just using a few leads that you can get to show them, hey, you can pay me every month. I'm going to get you leads, right? And so that's the one way. The second way is another good way, and this is where actually my business partner and I, not that we don't see eye to eye, I'm a very big proponent of get it all up and start generating leads, and then use those leads to sell to the business, right? That's just me. That's my proponent. The pitch for me just goes like, hey, I have an influx of hardscaping leads. I can't fulfill them in your area. Can you take on more business? And they'll say, yeah, why wouldn't they? What's the catch? There literally is no catch, but I don't want these leads to go unnoticed. It's just a waste. So take them for a few days. And if you find quality in them, would you be willing to discuss possibly inking in a deal where we both win and I can get paid for these leads and you can make money from these leads? Would you be willing to do that? Again, I'm going to give you a taste first, right? I'm going to take you out to dinner first before I ask you for any money out of pocket. Would you be willing to, right? Make it a little joke. Second way is, and there is no right or wrong way. Second way is that you contact the business first and use almost the same pitch. But the thing is, like, all I ask for is a couple $100 for ad spend. And that way you don't have to come out of pocket. And so you could do it one of two ways. All right. And the cool thing is that if you're using GoHighLevel, again, you can use other things, but GoHighLevel is my go-to main man, my wingman. And so I'm able to, right? This was the results from when I did the leads in advance method for this particular hardscape client. And the results were, here, I'll just play one of them.
Hi, this is Debinger. We're looking to have some paperwork done. We're right on, we're not far from you. If you could call me, please. Our number is 8.
Okay, so, and again, here's, they got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 4 form submissions and 5 phone calls directly from the ad. How do I know that? Because the only place that phone number is on the ad, and the only place that form is that landing page is coming from the ad. Okay, and so that I know these leads came in, and then I use these leads as the selling tool. Hey, I've already sent you 4 form submissions and 5 phone calls. I hear the voicemails. I was able to do that over the last 2.5 days. Do you want me to continue to do this, or do you want me to go to XYZ down the road? And then you just stay silent, right? Most likely they're going to ask how much it costs, and then you charge them what your fee is, okay? They're going to pay for ad spend. They're going to pay, stop listening to what everybody else says. They pay ad spend. You charge retainer 100% profit. They pay ad spend. You charge the retainer. Their credit card goes on in Google, and you collect the rest. You can do this day in and day out. Now, let's back up and quickly review, because I know I kind of jumped around, right? But what I will do is I will put a checklist down below of how to check off things that you need to do for the leads in advance method. Number 1, get a 2-page site. Wherever you get it, build it from scratch. Maybe GoHighLevel has one that you can edit it and turn it into the niche that you want. Maybe you can go pay for one. Not sure. Whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, Go to page 2 or 3 on Google, find a business that's not getting any traffic. If they're on 2 or 3, they're not getting any traffic. Just know that, okay? You get a tracking number, a domain, you hook all the technology up, and then you go into Google, you create a Google campaign, all right? Well, it could be a smart campaign, whatever campaign you want to run, because I'm not going to turn this into a training on running ads on Google. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Then you're gonna go on Google and you're gonna search for another ad that is running, and then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna plug it. Right, here's one now. You can plug it right into Chat GPT. Matter of fact, let's do another example real quick before I end this. This is a great one because Hubbinger is a very large company. Okay, they're running ads because they know it works. This is a really good company too, but they're very expensive. So you can undercut them with a client, right? All right, and I'm redoing this because I want you to see in real time. Can you ads campaign? Okay, let me rewrite this. Experience unmatched hardscaping expertise in North Jersey. Get your free quote now. Okay, rewrote it. Now, this might be too long. Rewrite that using only 200 characters. I'm going to say it again, 100 characters. Superior hardscaping in North Jersey, free quote, right? So again, you could play around with this as much as you want. As you can see, ChatGPT going to make life easier for all of us. Be smart and get into this game if you already aren't. Okay, so that's it, right? Checklist down below. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. Most likely you will. Free resources will have that PDF in it. Make sure you join it. Again, the link is not only in the description, it's in the first comment of this video, pinned to the top. And if you like this content, it would mean a lot in the world to me by subscribing. Turn those notifications on because when a video comes out, you'll probably forget about me in the next couple of days before a video comes out. And I would like to remind you when I put another value-packed video together that compiles many years of ups and downs and experience in this business. So I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.